About 2,042 participants from government-aided and private schools across the country have started the selection and placement exercise for Senior 5 at Uma Multipurpose Hall, Nakawa. Majority of the schools have hiked cut-off points due to the good performance by the students. This is the last selection and placement exercise to be conducted under the old lower secondary curriculum.
This 2023 cohort of learners we are pressing in Senior 5 today, marks the last cohort of candidates sitting UCE under the old lower secondary curriculum.
Kawempe Muslim Secondary School has taken boys up to aggregate 17 from last year, which was 20, and girls cut-off point this year is at 18 from 21 last year. While Ginger College, a boys' school, was given 110 students, lower than the 150 students posted to this school last year.
It's been 160, so there was an increment of 20 students. The cutoff this year has been 18 for girls. The change in cutoff is basically dependent on the performance.
Here our cutoff point was 26, this year it is 24. I think it is 24, meaning it has risen because of the good performance we had this particular last year.
In Western Uganda, Rempara district, 260 girls gave choice to Chinoni Girls School, but they have only been given 110 during the selection exercise and are selling 45 to other schools. Ndagire Grace Tweheyo, the head teacher, Chinoni Girls School, says they will still admit some of the students on the unselected list. Gulu Secondary School cut-off points in northern Uganda is at 45 aggregates for both girls and boys.
Given 110 girls, starting from aggregate 14 to aggregate 20 to aggregate 41. Here the cut-off point was 45. So there is an improvement this time.
Quality, I see the quality of the student, they're okay. This particular year, we have got our cutoff at 45 aggregate, which is not very bad compared to last year when we went almost up to 50 aggregate.
The chairperson of the placement committee under the Ministry of Education and Sports, Jenegao, reminded head teachers and career masters to ensure equity, fairness and transparency.
The reason that secondary schools are admitting learners, some of whom are their old students, having sat UCE at the same schools, passed very well. Now you have a challenge to either admit or not admit, because you also have competition from other schools. There is the compassionate end that you want to have for your own students, but there is also the national competition that you have to deal with. You have to deal with the challenges of combinations, and so it is not as easy as we do when we are admitting the senior one leavers. I must emphasize the need for leaving some space for special consideration.
Through this exercise, 236,280 are expected to be placed into secondary schools. I'm Nafka Farida and Dan Lugemwa in Kampala.